like you did on Pugilism on Fisherman too. In the first verse, how you bringing in like the congos or the bongos and the different strings and things, and how they're added in the first verse as opposed to waiting until the chorus or the second verse.
Right.
Strategically and sonically, why did you do it that way?
It just felt like that. Like when he said, we used to communicate banging on the bongos. It was just that. So as I'm listening to the song, I'm like, shit, I need to put some bongos there. So I pulled out my bongos, and we used to communicate banging on the bong. Boop, 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 boop. Just those little things just makes a difference to me. It just, you know what I mean? Those little things make a difference. And like even in the beginning when I added the Kung Fu dialogue in there, that's my vision of what a Wu-Tang record should sound like. You know what I'm saying? The beat come on, the Kung Fu dialogue, that shit gets me hyped as a Wu-Tang fan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That shit gets me hyped. So what did he say in the beginning? Damn, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick.
Well, which song though?
That was for damn, what song was that? For the bongos. Oh, that was Fate of the World. That was Fate of the World. Well,
the Fisherman has that bongos, but Fate of the World has different
Right. Fisherman says bongos. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to remember the dialogue in the beginning.
Okay.
Fisherman. I realize I still can't pierce your armor, but I realize I still can't break through your armor, but I can find your weak spot, and I will. And then the other guy says, but there's 108 possibilities. It won't be that simple. And then the other guy says back to him, but only 36 counts. And he says, right. Guess you try it. And then boom, then the chorus starts. And I chose that dialogue in particular because I'm a Wu-Tang fan. So when he says there's 108 possibilities, because that's how many weak spots the human body has, and then he says only 36 counts, that takes me back to 36 chambers. You know what I'm saying? Only 36 counts. I chose that in particular because he said 36. And then, and then the chorus starts. But then, when he says, used to communicate banging on the bongos, I listened to that about 3 times. And then I was like, shit, I should put some bongos right there. And pulled out my bongos, listened to it. I'm like, that shit sounds, it's one of those things like the thunder sound and the other joint, the pugilism. It's one of those little intricate things that makes the song better.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And then you're wearing your Scratch Vision hat, of course. Big fan of the site and that. So what's developing and what's happening now with Scratch Vision?
No, we just we're on hiatus right now because we do Scratch Vision like TV. So we do a season of shows. We do a 6 to 8 week season of shows. But when the pandemic happened, we didn't do that. We just kept going because people needed music. This pandemic was driving everybody crazy. So when we got to the 8th week, to our season finale, I'm like, shit, we can't just not do this shit anymore right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep going. So we just kept going. And we rocked for like a year and a half straight. Now that everybody's, going back outside again, I'm like, we need to get back to our regular schedule where we finish the shows and go on hiatus and get the next season of shows together. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just getting the next season of shows together right now.
Okay. And then given that Saturday afternoon Kung Fu Theater is a entire produced project, are you striving or aiming or going to be doing more of those types of things moving forward now?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't just, and I think I tweeted this shit a little while ago. I think I tweeted on Twitter, but I said, after producing this album, I want to go back to producing entire albums again, or majority of albums, because it turns out better for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, and honestly, man, you know, when somebody wants a track, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I just look at music now as like an investment. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't want a placement. I want to make music that's going to last 20, 30, 40 years, not just having a track on your album. And making an album with one producer and but it has to be a theme as well. Because there's albums that were produced by one producer where the shit is all over the place. And of course, when there's albums with 5, 6, 7 producers, it's 5, 6, 7 different energies, and it's not nobody's thinking about albums anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole album package. So yeah, I definitely wanna produce entire albums for artists. It just feels better, it turns out better for me. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm doing I just did an album with Planet Asia too. We're gonna drop that probably like in the summer. I produced that whole shit too. And it's fire. Different energy, but shit is fire. But yeah, I definitely want to just start producing entire albums again.
Yeah, I think it's important because not only with Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater, but since so much of the great music that we grew up listening to, it didn't necessarily only have the one person, but it had one group of people working on it, which I think we've unfortunately lost a lot. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think when it's an agenda musically or thematically or creatively, I think it's more of that zone, or people are more locked in as opposed to, let me go get this, let me go get this, let me go get that.
Yeah, you know, it's that's cool, but as an entire package project, man, it doesn't sit well too long. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you got 5 of the hottest producers and you got 5 different types of songs. And everybody's trying to get the first single and all of that type of shit. Like, perfect example of having an album produced by different producers, but they're all on the same page is Illmatic.
Right. I got you. And I think too, like Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater, obviously different eras, obviously different things, but one similarity is that Illmatic was an event. And I think that when the more and more, and as time passes and people get more with Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater, like it's an event. The way you made it, it's like going to the movies, but it's a cinematic unraveling of all these stories and adventures.
Right.
I think that to me also is important because, you know, whether we look at it Illmatic or It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back or Done by the Force of Nature by the Jungle Brothers, there's so many albums. America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate. There's so many albums in rap history that are like these monumental things that meant something. And I think, you know, Master Ace had the great album too, Disposable Arts, explaining how, in his opinion, things had become disposable. And I think Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater and a lot of other stuff, it just shows that it's not disposable. You know, thankfully, people are still putting the time and the craft into it. So that being said, as your career continues and everything, how would you say your evolution of satisfaction has been from the era of being on, so what you're saying, making Funky Piano and the other early EPMD stuff, the Busta Rhymes, to now? How is the satisfaction or the release of creating something like this, how has that changed or evolved, if at all, for you?
Man, it's just, you know, now for me, you know, it's just about making shit that feels good. You know, I've definitely had assignments where I had to come up with a first single, you know, back in the 90s where you needed to have a record. Your first single couldn't be over, it had to be at least 98 beats per minute because that's how people would dance at that time. And then I broke that that stereotype, that whole, I don't even know what to call it, but that was, you had to make a record when you're dealing with, you're dealing with record companies, your record had to be up tempo for your first single. You couldn't make a slow record for your first single. Had to be dance tempo. The dances were faster back then. And then we just wanted to just break that mold, you know what I'm saying? And just like, yo, the first single don't have to be the dance tempo anymore. Like, how about the first single is just something that just feel good. And we make some dance shit on there as well. So when we did Give Me Some More, that was the first single for his album, for the ELE album. Definitely wasn't 98 beats per minute. It was like half of it. It was like 68 beats per minute. And it wasn't a record that you dance to in the club. But it was such a big, impactful record. It was nominated for a Grammy. It wasn't the traditional first single, which was something different. And nobody understood it at that time, and everybody was kind of against it. The record labels were kind of against that type of shit. Like, yo, how they gonna make their first single a slow record like that? But it was so big and impactful, everybody started following suit because we broke the mold. But you know how it goes. It's just like whatever somebody does, nobody wants to be different. But the first person that does something different, everybody follows that until somebody else does something different. But that broke the mold. And so just my satisfaction is just, just to make good music, man. Like, the agendas and all of that shit is over for me. I'm at a point in my life and in my career that I just want to do work just to make great pieces of art that's gonna sit and last long. Like I feel Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater is a project that's gonna get better as time goes by. I look at shit now like art. And like if you look at the album cover, it looks like it's art. It's a piece of art. It's like Basquiat, you know what I mean? Like just all of those things. So just, as the years go by and the elevation, it's just now just about making music to have fun, making music to impact and just some shit that just sit good with your soul. It ain't even about, making, I need this first single, and if that happens, if I get a call like that, but this shit got to feel good with me right now. It's not even about the bread. The bread is going to come, whether you do it, whether you do it for this particular agenda or do it for fun, the bread is still going to come. It's just going to come in different ways. Like you'll get $1 million, but you won't get it at one time. You get it 10,000 at a time, but you still won't get the M. But yeah, just the elevation for me, the satisfaction now is just to do shit that's gonna make me happy and that sits right with me, sits right on my soul. That's it for me.
Okay. Quickly to your point though about people always want to be the same till somebody comes out and changes it. One of my favorite less discussed beats of yours was Bad News for DOS Effects on Hold It Down. That one was just so nasty and
it's a gritty beat, just a gritty joint.
Yeah, that one, man.
A gritty joint. I looped some drums. Pardon me for cutting you up, but yeah, I looped some drums and just played the keyboard. Just some gritty shit.
Yeah, that one is a great one. All right, well, thanks for coming through, DJ Scratch. Anything else you want to add before we bounce?
Nah, just go check out Saturday Afternoon Kung Fu Theater by RZA and DJ Scratch. It's available on all streaming platforms. Go buy it on iTunes, and you can get the vinyl and the CD. You can get the vinyl and CD on scratchvision.com or bobbydigital.com. Excuse me, or if you want to go straight to Amazon Music and type in RZA and DJ Scratch. Because the title is long, so I say this in all interviews. The title for the album is long. So if you want to find the album, just type in RZA and DJ Scratch and it'll pop right up. But yeah, just go get that, man, and sit with it. It's great music. It's jewels. It's some adult hip hop. It's boom bap, and most important, it's Wu.
There it is.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
It would be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on your MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.